Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Still seeing mostly cloudy conditions out there this morning. Mainly just high clouds out there, but we are seeing some warm and breezy conditions. Temperatures now up into the low 80s and seeing those wind gusts up around 20 knots at this time. If we take a look at our current surface analysis, we'll see we have a warm front lifted north of the area. We have this cold front off to the west that will be approaching as we move through the day today. Already some shower activity out ahead of it, and that's going to bring us some showers and thunderstorms likely as we get into the later part of the afternoon and the first part of the evening. Can't rule out a slight chance of something popping up this afternoon out ahead of it, but most likely a bulk of any rain activity will move through as we get to and past close of business today. If we take a look at our upper level winds from this morning's sounding, we have some southwesterly winds near the surface around 24 knots, and then winds becoming more westerly through the remainder of the column, seeing those winds 30 to 40 knots through the column. Peak wind today is actually closer to the surface, 39 knots at 3,000 feet. Freezing level today is at 3,500 feet. We look at our current visible satellite. We can see mainly high clouds passing through the area. Under some of this cloud material off to the west-northwest, seeing some light radar returns, but nothing too impactful there at this time. And again, we'll continue to see that cloud moving through the area. We're likely seeing our ceilings lower a bit as we get closer to that shower activity moving through. If we look at the short-term high-resolution model, see what we can expect as we move through the day today. Again, expecting mainly dry conditions moving through our morning hours and into the first part of the afternoon. As we get past 1400 local, a very slight chance of a pop-up shower, maybe a pop-up thunderstorm, but not looking too likely at this time, about a 20% chance or less. Bulk of the activity holds off until we get past the 1700 local time frame, probably closer to the 1800 time frame, as a line of showers looks to develop out ahead of that boundary and pushes through the area as we go through the late afternoon and evening time frame. As you can see here, some pockets of some heavier rain. The Storm Prediction Center does have a marginal risk for severe weather, and that will be mainly for some strong wind gusts with this line as it pushes through. So possible strong winds and heavier pockets of rain as these showers and storms move through the area. Most of the activity should start to taper down as we get past 10 p.m. this evening, and then most of it moving out of the area as we get past midnight. And then we'll see clouds starting to break, becoming partly cloudy. We'll see a slight chance of some patchy mist around as we get through the time period before sunrise on Friday. Otherwise, Friday we'll see less humidity. Will be a warm day, but overall pretty nice day with just a slight breeze as we move through the day, and that continues as we go overnight Friday night and into Saturday. Saturday looks to be an even nicer day, still slightly breezy, but continued dry conditions expected as we move into the day on Saturday. If we zoom out here, look at the GFS model for the longer term forecast. Overall, mainly dry conditions through the long term, especially as we move through Saturday and into the beginning of Sunday. It looks like we could see a weak boundary push through late on Sunday, possibly bringing a light shower, possibly a storm through the area late Sunday night into early Monday morning. But overall, things look to remain mainly dry as we go into the beginning of next week. Some uncertainty with the early part of the week as this upper level trough kind of sits over the eastern part of the country. Could see a afternoon, early evening pop-up shower possible. Some other models indicating some of that moving through. Right now, just looking at about 10% chance or less for both Monday PM time frame and Tuesday PM time frame. But I guess you can see here with the GFS, high pressure mainly influencing much of the area and will likely keep things pretty nice as we move through at least the first part of next week. So if we look at our 24-hour weather risk chart for today, we're starting off with that orange risk for winds at or above 25 knots, as we do have some breezy conditions out there this morning, a little bit undershooting what was expected at this time, but still expecting those winds to pick up out of the southwest 10 to 15 knots. Seeing those peak winds likely through the day today, gusting up to around 25 to 26 knots. Southwest wind's going to help things warm up as we see our temperatures climbing into the mid to possibly upper 80s with a high expected around 87 degrees this afternoon. Going past that 1400 time frame, we pick up that yellow risk for precip and lightning with that slight chance of a pop-up shower or storm ahead of the main activity that will move through. As we get past that 1700 local time frame, looking about 70% chance, we see some showers and storms moving through. That's when we bump up to that orange risk for precip and lightning and continue that as we get through the evening time frame. And we'll see that dropping down to about a 20% chance as we get past about 9 or 10 p.m. This evening. And then things start to quiet down back to green conditions as we go into Friday morning. We'll see our low temperature cooling down to around 69 degrees and just some patchy mist possibly around the area for the early morning hours. Right now, tide's running slightly above normal. Extended forecast looks, again, pretty nice overall. We'll see partly cloudy, slightly breezy conditions on Friday. Less humidity with a high of 85. In the long term here, we'll see temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s through the extended forecast here. I see our low temperatures in the low, possibly mid 60s through the extended forecast as well. Mostly sunny with a slight breeze on Saturday, so a very nice day. Another nice day for Sunday with that slight chance of a shower later in the day and more so into the evening time frame. We'll see slightly breezy conditions on Sunday as well. And as we go into the beginning of next week, just keeping a 10% chance of any precip for the PM time frame for Monday and Tuesday. Not looking too likely at this time, but still a little bit of uncertainty with that. But temperatures in the upper 70s, low temperatures in the lower 60s, and then climbing back into the low 80s for Wednesday. Partly cloudy conditions, and overall very nice day. So that's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.